Greetings, it's Iain from RTO here. Welcome to the second video of the day. Done a birthday, and now we're going to continue with the second part of the Elvis Costello story. And today we're doing part 2, which is the 1980s. A very busy decade for Elvis. He released 9 albums. They're all very good. The ones at the bottom are only at the bottom because I prefer the others. It's not because I don't like them. So we'll crack on. So coming in at number 9, we have his 6th studio and his 2nd of 1981. And his 5th of the Attractions, and it's called Almost Blue. So it's Elvis Costello on vocals and guitar, Steve Neve on piano and organ, Bruce Thomas on bass, Pete Thomas on the drums. We've got John McPhee, lead guitar and pedal steel guitar, Tony Miller on violin, and Nashville Edition do the backing vocals. And there's quite a few covers on here. In fact, I think they're all covers. So, first one, they do a version of Hank Williams's "Why Not? Why Don't You Love Me Like You Used To." It's a cracking version. There's nothing wrong with it. It really is good. Then they do a Don Gibson track called Sweet Dreams. It's okay. I'm not a great lover of that song anyway, but they do a decent version of it. Then there's Success, which was a single recorded by Loretta Lynn, and it's not a bad version of it. I'm Your Toy. It's a song that was originally recorded by the Flying Burrito Brothers as Hot Burrito. Not sort of a fan of that style of country music. Then we have a Merle Haggard song, Tonight the Bottle Let Me Down, and I think this is better than Merle's version. It's got a bit more body to it. There's some nice playing on that one. Excellent little track. Then we have Blue to Brown, Brown to Blue, sorry, George James. It's alright. I'm not a great lover of this style of country anyway. Then we got another George Jones song, Good Year for the Roses, which is an absolute classic, much better than George Jones's version, and it's my favourite track on the album. Sitting and Thinking, a different twist to this, but I mean Charlie Ritchie's version is good. Colour of the Blues, another George Jones song, it's okay. Too Far Gone, a Billy Sherrill song, very pleasant version of it. And then we've got Honey Lush, which is a song by Big Joe Turner. I like this song. It's pretty, sounds the same. And then I've Lied, How Much I've Lied, which is a Graham Parsons, my second favourite track on this album. I think it's a very good version of the original. I mean, at the end of the day, it's a covers album. They've done some they're pleasant enough covers. I mean, you've got Good Year for the Roses, which is a killer track. So I'm going to give that an RTO ranking of 6 out of 10. Okay, at number 8, the 9th album from 1984. His 8th with the Attractions, and it's Goodbye Cruel World. So it's Elvis, Steve, Bruce, and Pete, and guests on Gary Barnacle on saxophone, Jim Patterson trombone, and Louis Jardim on percussion, and Daryl Hall does some harmony vocals on The Only Flame in Town, and Green Gartside harmony on I Wanna Be Loved. Okay, the opening track is The Only Flame in Town. I love this. I love the little bit of saxophone at the beginning. You've got that little harmony vocal with Daryl Hall, which isn't too bad. Pretty cool. Home Truth is next. I love the bass line on this from Bruce. It's excellent. It's a pretty strong track as well. Room with No Number, one of my favourite tracks on this album. It's got a super bass line. It's got a little bit of a Caribbean feel to it as well. Inch by Inch, very bluesy jazz track this is, with some great saxophone from Gary Barnacle. Excellent track. Worthless Thing, again, it's just dominated by Bruce's bass line. Really strong track as well. Love Field, second favourite track on. It's a great vocal from Elvis. It's a super song. Then we have I Wanna Be Loved. The percussion on this is really, really good. Some solid drum playing here from Pete. Then we have The Comedians, a solid track. Listen to it, you know it's Elvis Costello and the Attractions. Joe Porterhouse. I wouldn't say it's my favourite track on the album. It just lacks something. But my favourite track is the Sour Milk Cow Blues. Great keyboards from Steve. And I love Elvis's vocals on this. It's the best track on the album. The Great Unknown, a nice little track. It's a nice vocal from Elvis as well. The Deportees Club, another favourite of mine on here. Love the beat to it. It's got a nice little groove. Peace in Our Time. Steve's keyboard work on this is brilliant. It's a great track to end the album. Another fine vocal. Love the album for being at number 8. It's a cracking album. I've got no problem with this. I just love the others more. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 6.5. Okay, coming in at number 7, we've got the 4th album from 1980, and it's called Get Happy. It's with the Attractions again, so it's Elvis, Steve, Bruce and Pete. The first track on this one is called Love for Tender. Quirky little track, especially that keyboard work from Steve, and I do like Bruce's bass on this as well. Opportunity is the next one. This is a nice little thing with Steve and Bruce on the keyboards and bass. Really works with another super vocal from Elvis. Then we have The Imposter. Now this has got a little bit of that two-tone sort of madness feel to it. It's really good. It's choppy, it's quirky. I like that track a lot. Secondary Modern, another dominated track from Bruce Thomas's bass line. I love the keyboards from Steve on it as well. It's got a bit of that Booker T and the MGs feel to it as well. Then we have King Horse. Now this is Pete's drumming, is brilliant on this. You've got that lovely piano work from Steve as well. Possession is another uplifting, nice beat, super melody. It's an excellent track from the band, and of course the vocals are good. Man Called Uncle. It's got that Oliver's Army feel to it, and that's why I like it. It's really good. It's quite a quirky little pop song. Clown Time Is Over, second favourite track on here. I just love Steve's keyboard work on this. Super track. New Amsterdam, some nice guitar work here from Elvis, especially the acoustic guitar. It's a super track. Then we get High Fidelity. One of the best vocals from Elvis Costello on this album. Absolutely killer. Then we get my favourite track, I Can't Stand Up for Falling Down. One of my favourite tracks by Elvis Costello. Such a catchy tune. Brilliant vocal. Great track. Black and White World. Love the organ sound on this. It's rich. Got the drumming. It's a super trick. Then we've got 5 Gears in Reverse. It's a good little rocker, bit of rock and roll style. Bruce's bass is fantastic. B-Movie. It's got such a great drum beat from Pete. It's almost like a reggae style drumming. Really good. Motel Matches. Not one of the weaker tracks on the album. It's never been one of my favourites. Human Touch. Sort of got that Scar 2-tone groove to it. Super track. Beaten to the Punch. A very short track, but the vocal from Elvis is great. Plus you get that lovely Steve keyboard work. Temptation, again, it's just another solid track. Fine vocal, good track. I Stand Accused. Love the keyboards again, and it's just got a great drum beat from Pete as well. And once again on Riot Act, Pete's drumming stands out. He fits that drum lovely around the melody, and it's a great track to end the album. A very solid album from top to bottom. There's nothing wrong with this album, so I'm going to give it an RTO ranking of 6.6. Okay, coming in at number 6 is the 10th album from 1986, King of America. The attractions were intended to appear on half the album, but with poor sessions led them to appearing only on one track, Suits of the Lights. So there's another lot of musicians on here. So the first track is called A Brilliant Mistake, one of my favourite album tracks on this album, and one of my favourite tracks by Elvis. I love his vocals on this. We got Lovable, love the bass line on this, a great track, very quirky little number. Then we get Our Little Angel, great track this is as well. It's got some nice tones on the electric and acoustic guitar on that. It's a really strong track. Then we get his interpretation of the Yardbirds' Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. I think this is a very interesting interpretation. It's got vibraphone on it, which really adds to it. I really like that version. Then we get Glitter Glitch, Rockabilly here. Love this. I love this side of Elvis Costello. He does love a bit of rockabilly, and that's a great track. Then we got Indoor Fireworks, which is a really nice, gentle track. It's quite country. The keyboards are good. And then we got Little Places, very folky. This is Bob Dylan style, excellent track. I Wear It Proudly, a very simple song, simple guitars, a little bit of keyboard and a gentle bit of percussion, lovely. Then we have American Without Tears, a really nice country song, can't go wrong with that, great vocal from Elvis. Then we have my favourite track on here, Eisenhower Blues, great vocal from Elvis. I just love that bluesy sound on it, excellent. Poisoned Roads, it's one of them songs you can imagine someone like Nat King Cole singing. It's that good. It's a brilliant song. Then we get The Big Light, which is a really good track. Again, it's got that rockabilly shuffle to it. Love the drumming on that. Second favourite track on here is called Jack of All Parades. It's one of the best vocals on the album. Then we get the track Suit of Lights with the attractions. Steve's piano is great, with his organs, and super track. Then we get Sleep of the Just, probably one of the best vocals on the album, and it's a lovely arrangement. Good track to end the album with. Another super album. There's no filler on here. Very solid, so I'm going to give that one an RTO ranking of 7 out of 10. Okay, coming in at number 5, we've got the 7th album, is 6 with the attractions, came out in 1982, Imperial Bedroom. No guest, it's just Elvis and the attractions. So the first track on here is Beyond Belief. Great combination here between Bruce and Pete. That engine room working well, they seem to play off each other so well. It's an excellent track. Tears Before Bedtime, Steve's keyboard work is super on this. He also plays guitar on this track as well, and it's a fine vocal from Elvis Costello. Shabby Doll, brilliant track. Now it's the bass and keyboards that sort of are in tandem. Fantastic track with a great vocal from Elvis. The Long Honeymoon, it's certainly got a Parisian feel with that accordion and the piano. Lovely track. My favourite on here is Man Out of Time. It's quite rocky. It's very melodic. It is the best vocal on here from Elvis Costello. Love that track. Almost Blue. It's one of them smoky rooms, big microphone tracks. It's a lovely piano, a nice groovy little bass line, and a fantastic vocal as well. And In Every Home, an interesting track with some horns on it, very good. Then we get The Loved Ones, very similar to what Madness was doing at the time. I love the piano on this, it's so quirky. Human Hands, another of my favourite tracks. It's got that distinctive Elvis Costello vocal on it. We got Kid About It. Nice deep bass line, gentle percussion on this, lovely piano, fine vocal. Just another solid track. Little Savage, Steve's all over this with his little keyboard runs. Super song. Boy with a Problem, co-written by Cliff Stifford of Squeeze, with Elvis. Brilliant track. Short track, but a brilliant track. You've got the combination of a bit of that Elvis Costello sound and the lyrics a little bit of his Chris Difford's. It's a really good fusion track. I like that. And then Pidgin English, my second favourite track on here. What a bass line from Bruce, and a super vocal delivery from Elvis. You Little Fool, another great track, very uplifting, quirky. Love that track. Town Crier. This is one of the tracks that actually Elvis Costello sounded a little flat. I didn't like the song anyway, but it's definitely the last track on the album sort of feel. Yeah, apart from that last track, the whole album is brilliant. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.2. Okay, coming in at number 4. This is the 11th studio, the 9th with the Attractions. Came out in 1986, and it was the second album that he released in 86, and it's called Blood and Chocolate. So it's got, and there's an appearance on here by Nick Lowe on acoustic guitar on a few of the tracks, and Kat O'Riordan on vocals. The first track is called Uncomplicated. Love this track. It's got a sort of U2 feel to it at the beginning. Some nice guitar work on that as well. Hope You're Happy Now. Certainly the classic Elvis and the Costello tracks and sound on it. Brilliant track. Then we get Tokyo Storm Warning. Love Pete's drumming at the beginning of it. It's a great drum all the way through this track. Then Home Is Anywhere You Hang Your Head. Nice track. You got the acoustic guitar, Nick Lowe. You can hear it. It gives it a little bit of extra depth, and the keyboard work from Steve is excellent. I Won't Let You, and like this track, it's a brilliant vocal. I like the words. The guitar's gentle again. You've got Nick Lowe playing on it. Then we have side 2, and it's got Honey, You're Straight, Are You Straight or Are You Blonde? The classic Attractions keyboard sound from Steve. The drumming's there. It's a real good track. Blue Chair. I love the guitar at the beginning of this. So quirky. Battered Old Bird. Very simple songs. It's nearly 6 minutes long, but I love how the tempo and the mood changes through it, and the vocal delivery from Elvis is really good. Crimes of Paris. I love the little stabs on the keyboards on this. Really adds to it. Poor Napoleon. Another great song. What a vocal delivery from Elvis. But my favourite track is the last track, Next Time Around. I just like these uncomplicated tracks. It's got a nice rhythm, a little bit of keyboards, a little bit of guitar. It's just a fabulous track. Another track album with no filler, just quality music all the way through. So I shall give this one an RTO ranking of 7.5. Okay, coming in at number 3, got the 8th album, 7th of the Attractions from 83, Punch the Clock. Joining the band this time, we've got the TKO Owens, which is Jim Patterson, Jeff Bly, Paul Sphere and David Plouffe. Stuart Robinson's on here as well. Backing vocals, Karen Wheeler and Claudia Fontaine. The trumpet solo on Shipbuilding is Chet Baker. David Bedford, who's worked with Mike Oldfield, does the string arrangements, and some extra percussion by the one and only Mr. Morris Pert. Let Them All Talk. I love this. I'm half expecting Kevin Rowland to start singing because it's got that feel, the horns. It's a very sort of Dixie Midnight Runners style track. Love it. Every Day I Write the Book. Brilliant drumming from Pete. What a great drummer he was, or he is. And Bruce is brilliant as well. May have the same name, but they're not related. Then we've got The Greatest Thing, which is my favourite track on here, and this definitely would get in my top 10 songs of Elvis Costello. I like it, the sound of it sounds like Madness's Wings of a Dove at the beginning. The drumming from Pete is brilliant, and I love Elvis's work on that. Excellent. The Element Within Her. I love the piano from Steve on this. Another great vocal from Elvis. Love Went Mad. Bass and piano are brilliant on this, and another fine vocal as well. Shipbuilding. Love this. I love that trumpet solo. It really adds to it. It's such a moody sort of track. Then we've got TKO Boxing Day. Funky bass line here from Bruce. Some super horns. A real good track. Charm School. Quirky. The piano works. The little drum fills on this are good. It's a brilliant track. Mouth Almighty. Hang on, now we've got The Invisible Man. Sorry. Another track that's got some great horns. Real groovy little track. Mouth Almighty, dominated by bass and piano and a stunning vocal. King of Thieves. It just continues on for Mouth Almighty. The bass and the piano really sound great together. Elvis's vocals are super on that. Pills and Soap. And this is a little bit different. There's a sort of rapping bit in there. And a great... and the vocal is great. And the last track, The World and His Wife, it's got again that sort of Scar two-tone feel to it. I love the keyboards on that. Another excellent album. I love music with horns, and it works well on here. Another solid album, so I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 7.6. Okay, coming in at number 2, the 5th album, and the first one he released in 1981. He's fourth for the Attractions, and it's called Trust. So joining them, Elvis actually plays all the instruments on Big Sister's Clothes, but the rest is Steve, Bruce and Pete, with Glenn Tilbrook doing some vocals. So he's had two members of Squeeze appear on his albums, on From a Whisper to a Scream, and Martin Belmont on guitar on the same track. First track, one of my favourite tracks, got this on 7-inch, and it's Clubland. Love the piano on this, love the vocals. Super track. Then we have Lover's Walk. Excellent drumming from Pete on here. What a groove. Really adds to the sound, and it's a great vocal. You'll Never Be a Man. A great vocal again from Elvis, and Steve's piano work is wonderful on this. Pretty Words, classic sounding Elvis and the Attractions. Them keyboard tones, the drumming, the great vocal. Strict Time, some nice guitar work on here from Elvis. It's really good. His best on the album. Then we have this little rock and roll sort of number, boogie woogie piano, and it's called Luxembourg. Super track. Watch Your Step, one of Bruce's super bass lines, and of course Steve's keyboard sort of get behind it and give it some depth. New Lace Sleeves. Now this just proves what an underrated drummer Pete is. The beat in this is fantastic. It really is great. Then we have From a Whisper to a Scream. I love the vocal from Glenn. It's awesome guitar work from Martin Belmont. What a track. Different Finger. Simple rim tapping round the drums with a bit of bass. Gentle. Nice. And White Knuckles. This is one of them quirky tracks. The keyboard is really essential to this track, as well as Elvis's vocal. Shot with his own gun. Simple but brilliant. Steve on the piano, Elvis on the vocals. It's just a lovely little duo sort of track. Fish and Chip Paper, what a title. Great bass line, again, quirky keyboards. Everyone sounds good on there. And then the last track, Elvis Plays Everything. Brilliant. It's called Big Sister's Clothes. I just love it. It's a great track to end the album. I think this is one of the best Elvis and the Costello albums and the Attractions albums. If I was just to rank the Elvis Costello and the Attractions, this would be up there. It's a fantastic album, and I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8 out of 10. But my number one album comes from 1989, his 12th album, Spike. I just love this, and it's his first album since Miami's True without the Attractions on it, so it's just purely a solo album. So joining Elvis on here, he plays a lot of the album tracks. T-Bone Burnett plays guitars, and Cato Rawdon does maracas and bells. First track is a brilliant track called This Town. I love the drum on this. Another very good vocal, and the guitar work on this is fantastic. From Elvis. Let Him Dangle, piano is wonderful. Brilliant little track. Deep, Dark, Truthful Mirror, love the horns on this. It's really good. The piano work is lovely. You know, he's a good musician all round, is Elvis. My favourite on here is a track that he wrote with Paul McCartney, and it's the brilliant Veronica. Absolutely brilliant track. I just think it's so simple, but it's so really meaningful, and I love that track. God's Comic, this has got that jazzy blues feel. I love the bass line. I think it, and a lot of work done on this with T-Bone Burnett. Very 40s feel to it. Brilliant track. Chewing Gum is next. Funky, I love the drumming on this. Tramp in the Dirt, second favourite track on here. It's got a bit of a Celtic feel. The guitar work is good. It's got such a nice tone as well. Stalin Malone, horns, great vocal from Elvis on that. Satellite, I do love this. It's got a great track, and the bells on it played by Kate. Brilliant track. Then we have Pads, Paws and Claws, another track he co-wrote with Paul McCartney. I just love the drumming on this. Another great vocal delivery as well. Baby Plays Around, very simple, some nice guitar, and Elvis singing, quite moving as well. Miss Macbeth, what a great bass line, real sharpness to it. Any King's Shilling, again it's very Celtic. It's got Uranium pipe sound on it. It's a lovely track with a lovely story behind it. The words are fantastic. Coltrane Robberies, a short track, but I just love the guitars and keyboards. Another super vocal from Elvis. And the last track is Last Boat Leaving. I love this. The bell ringing of the boat, it gives it the atmosphere. It's a ship story song, and I love the accordion on this. It is absolutely brilliant. Now this is a fantastic album. I've recently acquired it on vinyl, and I love playing. What I like about it, it's got different styles of music. That was what, it's a bit of everything. Horns, Celtic. It's just a fantastic album with no filler on it. So I'm going to give this an RTO ranking of 8.3. So there we go. That is Elvis Costello and the Attractions during the 1980s. So all very good albums. There is not one bad album. It was a tough one because I like all these albums. Even the covers album's good. So yeah, so next week we'll have a look at his 90s. Okay, coming up next is perfect side, and this week it's a request, and someone says I want to listen to Burn Deep Purple, which is always a pleasure. And while I've been doing this, the sun's come out. I'm concentrating on doing this and I don't even reckon see the sun coming out. Okay, so we'll see you very shortly. Bye for now.